Let me see. Got to get this new screen thing done. There it is. Huzzah! We've got a new screen layout, and I was like, oh, "Dang it, where is it? There it is." All right, so welcome everyone to another episode of Windriders of Aria. I am Will, the Halfling Wizard, your Maestro of Chaos, and keeper of these crazy folks right here. So we're going to go around real quick, let everybody introduce themselves, tell us who they are, who they play, and what's something that they are looking forward to tonight in this episode. This should be fun. So let's start with Crazy Gamer Lady tonight.
Hey guys, I'm the Crazy Gamer Lady. You can find me on TikTok under @CrazyGamerLady. You can also find me every other Saturday playing Unlicensed Magic with Halfling Wizard. And that's really about it. I have no life. Something I'm looking forward to is just all the shenanigans. These people have been brought into a club and have been told to go crazy.
That's fair. That is very fair.
I am excited and concerned at this.
That is a very fair assessment. Cal.
You got me mid-bite, like mid-chewing.
You're good. Take your time.
Yep. Oh, no, I'm good now. That's the same. Anyway. But yeah, I'm Kel, also known as Celtic Wyvern King. You can find me on Twitch and TikTok under the same. I'll save all the other places you can find me towards the very end, though, like stream-wise. Because, God, it's a long list now. But yeah, I'm ready to see what's going to happen tonight. A has been very much a I don't want to talk type person for the most part. So the fact of being thrown into this place, especially with the professor, who does not know what personal space is.
Or doesn't, just doesn't care.
That professor. Now I'm thinking about last session. I'm still dying a bit from all that. It was just funny.
I'm the one you threw into the hug, thanks.
You're welcome.
That is true. That is very true.
I mean, I went through two other people, okay? Not my fault. Third time it actually ended up being the charm. And Carrick was too far away to be included.
Hey, I still got my hug, and I got points for that.
Yeah,
he did. That's very true. All right, Wormslayer.
Hello, everybody. I am Old Wormslayer. I will be playing Geth Alfredi. And was there a question that I missed?
Oh, it was what is something your character is looking forward to in tonight's session?
I am looking forward to seeing how some of my classmates react to a situation where they have to finally come out of their shell, especially the one individual that just doesn't want to cooperate in the classes so far. Yeah, to say names, Aod.
I don't know what you're talking about. A is just A.
That's funny. All right. Let's go to Lisa.
Hey, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on TikTok and Discord. This is Bentley, who drops in from time to time.
I thought I heard purring.
Yeah, that's the boy. I'll do my where you can find me at the outros. I play Katarina. I think concerned and excited is a good way to look at it. Some of us I don't think have very good social skills, so this is going to be awkward to say the least. But fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. All right. And of course, last but not least, Riku.
Hello, this is Riku. You can find me on social media as Pup-Riku or Puppy Riku. You can also find me on Vibe Tribe Productions, playing in Gaia Chronicles. So yeah, that's really my thing for gaming right now. Otherwise, tonight I am playing Katic, who probably out of is the extrovert friend in the introvert group by far, and which is very akin to my own life. So, so it's definitely going to be an interesting night. I'm looking forward to seeing how well Carrick busts some moves and has some fun. So I'm excited for tonight's shenanigans that will go down.
You're muted, Will.
Sorry, yeah, because I had dogs playing with toys, squeaky toys. So I was like, oh, mute. As I said, and again, I am Will, or Halfling Wizard, the Meister of Chaos, and we're going to jump right in. So when last time we were here, our folks were debriefed after their combat sessions, after being trained in combat, and they ate. My dog playing with his toy. And then they were introduced to their current professor, who is going to teach them about socialization, which is Professor Cranus, who is this sort of, short little bubble of energy, comes in and introduces himself to you all. And at the end of last session, you are all gathered and taken downtown of Fossa City, and where he took you to a club, which was where your social experiments will begin, your social lessons. So, give me just a second. Let me get my trusty little notebook out here.
Let's not forget the special giveaway.
Yeah, it's in the. I've got it in the Nightbot. It drops it on it. It drops automatically. That's why I didn't talk about it. But yes, we're having a giveaway, and I'll get more into it here in a minute. I'll pop it up in a second. Okay, guys, I need y'all to go away. Thank you. Love you all. All right. So
fine, I'll leave.
We are at the Clockwork Cacophony, which is in essence a rave club. And you go in, and there's bright lights flashing, and there's lots of smoke, and there's music playing. It's got that sort of ravish beat to it. As you all enter through the sort of doorway, the clockwork doorway, you walk through a short hall and then it opens up into this just massive sort of dance space with multi-layers. There seems to be like multiple dance floors sort of stacked off of each other almost, with the musicians sort of like suspended above the floors, with sort of these like machines pumping out what looks like smoke, and yeah, just lights flashing, and you can see like what look like beams of light, and you just see people going to town, having a grand old time. And Professor Cranus has led you in, and he is going straight out into this big, massive, like sort of dance floor, so to speak. And he waves you all in. He's like, you sort of see him doing this.
Katic doesn't hesitate. He's walking right in there. No hesitation.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Alana is going to walk in with a little hesitation.
Katerina is walking in with a lot of hesitation.
A is kind of sidestepping past it, like just trying to like scoot to a corner to get out Kratos' line of sight.
Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely not his environment.
Okay. So Professor Kratos is out there, and you all watch him. And when he walks out onto this floor, the people there, they seem to know him. They begin interacting with him, and he's like dancing with them and just like talking, and he's like social butterfly. He is like all over the place. And he's just like that. He's out there, and you see that suddenly he has something in his hands that glows. And he's like just like I mean, he's like having the best time. He sees Carrick come out and hands him these sort of like what look like little vials of glowing liquid. They're like little glass, like almost like test tubes with like waxed off ends. And when you shake them, they glow. And he's just sort of like showing you, like you shake them and they glow. And he hands them off to you. What do you do, Carrick? Since you're the first one on the dance floor.
So Carrick is gonna look at the glow sticks kind of because despite loving the scene here, he's never seen the glow sticks before, and he's like examining it. He's like entranced by it. And he's gonna just start moving to the music, start waving the glow sticks around, trying to like make patterns in the air with them. He goes from, in his mind, kind of goes from being in a crowded room with a whole bunch of people to in his head alone in a forest, just enjoying life right now. And he's just dancing around. You see him spinning. He's aware that it's pretty crowded, so he's not trying to do anything too crazy. But he's definitely enjoying himself. I'm gonna do something with my character. I'm gonna say that he's used to putting on a bit of a show back at his village, specifically, and he kind of gets the idea with even though they're in his hands, it's almost like what he does with Firepoi back home.
Okay.
So with spinning that around.
Okay. Do a cultural check for me.
Cultural check. Hey, that's the one I got the +1 in.
Yay for being Ray.
Okay.
That's 5.
Yeah. You're putting on a show. You are truly just like, you are flowing. You like let the music kind of like take you and just sort of like, yeah, it's almost like you're floating on clouds. You're just sort of like you're there by yourself almost. It's just sort of like, yeah, just floating there, having a grand old time.
Oh yeah. That's Carrick. That is Carrick in a nutshell. Just enjoying life, this is like, he might be in a close space, but this is a freedom for him. So yeah.
All right. Excellent. So cool. So that's what Carrick's doing. So the rest of you are just sort of like perimeter, on the perimeter, it seems, more so than like in the center of the dance floor. So you all will see Carrick sort of just taking these things, and he is just going and having the best time of his life. What are you guys doing?
Well, as I just had the realization, A's probably blinded by everything just because the amount of heat everyone's giving off. Because when the day started, he had red irises with his thermal vision.
Nah, there's
Okay.
dampening.
Okay, cool. I just realized I was like, oh fuck.
You wouldn't be the
Great.
only one with like the thermal eyes. Yeah, there's a dampening. That dampens all of it, so you won't. No.
Yeah, I was like, because Raves get hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, they would. The professor would have. Yeah, all of that would have been taken into consideration.
Okay, cool. Well, then at that point, A is still like kind of like sticking to the fringe of the crowd, just because again, this is not his element. He's normally, working on experiments, not out socializing.
Okay. Now,
This is
Fun
a
fact.
social experiment.
there is a bar. Actually, there are several bars in this club. So you can go and like get a drink if you would.
Yeah, I was like, A will go and do so.
Okay.
Hope he doesn't end up like Kieran.
So you go up to a bar, and you'll see this sort of like long-haired woman behind the bar with multiple colored strands in her hair that's kind of almost like glowing in the dark almost.
Yeah.
And she says, "What can I get you?"
Something strong.
Okay. She kind of looks at you. And she's like, "I got something for you." And she goes to the back of the bar and she's like dancing as she's going. And she's just like, you see her just kind of mixing stuff. And she brings it out to you, puts it on the bar. And you're like, I think this will warm you up. And then she goes, "Oh, hold on just a second." And she like pings the edge of the glass, and then the liquid begins to iridesce.
All right. What does the drink look like besides the fact that it's glowing a bit?
It looks like the universe.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna is it like a
It's a
like
Cosmo.
it's not a shot. It's not a shot. It's like an actual. It's like in almost a tumbler sized glass. Like a
okay.
no, not tumbler. It's like a tall.
Okay, cool. Like something you would do
glass.
like see most mixed drinks in. Not okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I was gonna go and take a sip of it then.
Okay. When you sip it, it is both sweet and savory, and it's like really. I mean, it's really good. I mean, it's like it doesn't really taste like quote unquote alcoholic,
Yeah.
but it's a very pleasant experience that you're having.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. What about Alana? What is Alana doing?
Alana is going to walk over to the bar just because it's a place she can sit down and study the glow sticks and just be like, how would I be able to get this color and the glow into fabric?
Okay. That's so appropriate. I love that.
You're giving the fabric nerd new things to look at.
I love that.
Of course, her first thought is going to be, how can I put this on fabric?
I love. Okay, great. No, that's cool. So you're there studying. What about Katerina? What is she doing?
She is she has found her way closer to a wall. She's trying to kind of nod her head to the music because she knows she has to try, but she's really focused on keeping her wings tucked in close because she's afraid she'll hit somebody.
Okay, that's fair.
But she is trying to at least nod her head to the music, like.
Okay, so as you're standing there kind of trying to fit in, one of the wandering waitresses basically comes up to you and goes, "Can I get you anything, love?"
Do you have those fizzy things?
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific there, love. We got lots of fizzy
God, I can
things.
get in big trouble. They're fizzy and they come in different colors.
Yeah, sure. We've got
Any-
tons of those.
Okay, yeah, one of those.
Any
please.
particular color you want, or
No, whatever you have.
all right, right up, right, love. And she kind of wanders off. Gap, what are you up to?
Gath gets his hands on a few of those glow sticks. He puts integrates 2 of them into his shoes,
Okay.
and then gets a couple more, gets some strings, and then ties the strings to the end of where their stopper is,
Okay.
and then starts twirling the
Okay.
glow sticks on the strings around, and as he's doing so, he's also occasionally doing various movements for his katas amongst his from his capoeira training, and is
Okay.
making sure that he's avoiding people in the process so he doesn't hit anybody.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity. Just a dexterity check. See how well he does. Okay. He's pretty good at it. Not bad. He's like bringing, I think at first it's a little awkward because it's sort of different. But then eventually I think he gets into it, and you can start to see that Gath starts to become more fluid with the movement and starts to mix with the music and creates this sort of unified, cool look that people actually stop and watch. They don't stop. They're still moving, but they've turned to watch you. And they're like super into it. And it's like new to them. They're like, oh, this is so cool. You hear some of them are like, yeah, that's it. Spin those lights. And they're just like egging you on, and it's just like the electricity in the room just increases because they're so excited.
And with the way he's going about doing that, it looks like he's done this before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all intrigued. So, all right, cool. So you're over there doing that. So as you're all doing your thing, like Katerina, they bring you your fizzy drink. It's this pink fizzy drink in like a regular like glass. There's nothing fancy about it. It's literally just, there you go.
Is it alcoholic? Because I didn't specify.
No idea. You won't know until you drink it.
You didn't ask. They won't tell.
Nope, I didn't. That didn't even cross my mind. I just know those fizzy. I like those fizzy things. Yeah, when the time's appropriate, I'll try it.
Okay. So you've drank yours. Have you drank the whole thing? I mean, have you like?
I would say,
or are you nursing it, or what are you doing?
No, I would say at this point, he's probably drinking a quarter to half of it. Like after the first sip, especially when he described it, definitely would be something he would nurse, or I would nurse, but definitely hasn't like gulped it down.
Okay, that's cool. That is totally cool.
But I would say probably starting to feel a little looser now thanks to the drink, whether it's alcoholic or not.
Yes. Roll me a survival check.
Sounds good.
Oh
And I find funny.
It's dragon's milk.
No, it's not dragon's milk.
I find funny when I had long ears, never rolled survival. Now that I don't have long ears, I roll survival.
I,
That is a 2.
ooh, okay. So as you're drinking and sitting there and the music, you listen, you sort of like let yourself sit and kind of relax a bit. And the drink is helping. It's not getting you drunk or anything by
Yeah.
any means. But it is relaxing you. You're beginning to feel, your whole body starts to feel sort of just calm and kind of like cool. I can kind of go with this. So yeah, so you've started to ease up a bit. You're not as stressed out, or not stressed, but you're not as like tense.
Yeah.
And you're sort of like, the music is your mind is starting to hear the music in a different way, and almost like this beverage is more like an enhancement type thing, like it's enhancing your other senses.
Yeah.
You're completely cognizant of yourself and your surroundings and everything, so it's not like you haven't been drugged.
Yeah.
But the drink is for sure, it's like just opening you up. So you're sitting there and you're sort of like in your chill zone, kind of like getting into that spot. And you begin to notice that people in this club are beginning to notice you. Specifically, there's this lovely lady across the way who is sipping on something and and she's like winking at you every so often. Whenever she catches your eye, she gives you a wink.
Well, A, like me, is going to be completely oblivious to what that means.
I think she's got something in her eye.
Pretty much. Because I'm thinking we're just like me. A can't tell when someone's flirting half the time.
That's so funny.
It's
Okay.
a foreign concept to him.
And then,
Wait,
what was that? Sorry, Slayer, I didn't hear what you said.
there, I was going to ask Slayer to repeat. I didn't hear what Slayer said.
It's like it's a foreign concept to him.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that's fair. Okay. Well, you notice that she walks towards you, and she goes to the bar and she stands next to you at the bar. She doesn't look at you, but she stands there.
Yeah, so A, starting probably, it's still just probably just sipping the drink more. Just realizing that it's starting to loosen him up a bit. And again, obviously notice that she came up and is standing next to him. But it's still completely oblivious. Like, okay, maybe they were winking at someone else. I don't know if that was meant for me. Yeah, just again, completely oblivious.
Okay. And she, without even looking at you, she tells the bartender, she's like, I'll have what he's having. And she indicates to you. You do see her indicate to you.
Yeah.
And the bartender's like, oh, absolutely. So she goes and she mixes up another one and puts it over and ding, and turns, that thing, and she begins to sip it. And she turns to you and offers her drink, as in, cheers. And she goes, I'm Kalana.
This is the baseball bat of flirting right now.
Yeah, seeing that A is gonna, he's gonna raise because I'm A, just not knowing, because again, never really went out drink, never drank with anyone else.
Fair. And she's like, oh, A, what an interesting name. Where are you from?
Stormhan.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, the way he said it too, he definitely was kind of hesitant because everyone thinks of when it comes to Stormhan.
Oh, I've never met anyone from Stormhan before. You're nothing at all what I expected. As she touches your arm with her hand.
I would say,
like your
We're
forearm.
looking at a 2x4.
More like a sledgehammer.
I would probably say that any of the relaxant, is the best way to describe it, that the drink gave essentially instilled on him is gone. If he just sits up going like, "What's happening?"
She's like, I've always heard that people from Stormhunt are so strong. She's like, can I feel your muscles?
Sledgehammer.
I find it funny if Alana was right next to him saying that stuff too.
Can you imagine? You're like, oh God, oh God. She is at the bar.
Oh, I know, but I don't think we said Alana was near. That's what I was saying. It'd be so funny if Alana was actually sitting next to him when that happened.
Alana's not sitting near you, but she's sitting close enough to have heard that, and she is literally like, "You're not getting this. You're
Wow,
kidding, right?"
He's not getting this.
God, my brain's going. Like, yeah, what was the last thing it said? Like, feel muscles was the question.
She's like,
right?
can I feel your muscles?
Yeah. It's like, and he's just literally tripping over his own tongue.
Okay. So do you show her the guns?
Not really. I think he's gonna put like his arm out, just like that. He's not gonna go full on like a chow, but he's like just gonna kind of like hold his arm out weirdly. I don't know how to describe this. Again, this is literally how I would probably do this at this point.
Oh my God, this is funny. Okay, so she goes, oh, and she like takes and she squeezes your bicep. And her hands are small, so she has to put both of her hands around your bicep. And she goes, ooh, it must be true then.
I guess, as he is again still tripping over his own tongue.
This is the shotgun to the face of flirting. Jesus.
She goes, would you like to dance?
And again, he's just like blank face at this point.
I think at this point it's become a nuclear warhead.
I would say the face he has there is probably the same face that Herc was giving Meg in Disney when the whole was like, you got a name to go all those biceps or pectorals, that face that Herc had.
Right.
That's the face he has right now.
Fair. She's like, come on. She like takes both of your hands in hers and she's like walking backwards, like pulling you with her.
And you'll see, like, albeit failing at this, kind of like grabbing the trying to hold the bar as his hand slips and goes.
Okay. She takes you out to the dance floor, and she is just like, and she's like, it's almost like she's guiding you. Like, with the drink that you had, you're sort of going with it. Like you're able to like match her movements and kind of like, sort of like dance with her. You know, it's awkward and it's a little stiff, but you're getting there. It starts to loosen up and flow.
That's because he is.
A is actually going to win the socialization challenge. Who'd have thunk?
Without even trying.
So as you're like, dancing with this very extremely beautiful young woman, you can see Carrick over there kind of doing his thing on the floor, just sort of like just doing his thing, just like he's on his own little world. So going back to Carrick, you're in your own little world, you're doing your thing, and then you suddenly become aware that others have sort of joined you a little bit there. Like you're kind of like in a small group all of a sudden. It's like this grouping of people around you. And they're kind of matching your movements and sort of like really kind of like you're starting to get into this really cool rhythm. And it's almost like synchronized. It's almost perfect. Mathematically, it's almost perfect. The way the lights are going and everything.
New Olympic sport, synchronized rave dancing.
That would be amazing. Yeah, so Kadek is just enjoying himself as he becomes aware. He's almost like interacting and almost like inviting these people into this space, almost like it's a ritual, it's a group ritual, and just enjoying the energy just everyone is giving off with how they're dancing. Might even yeah, no, he's just enjoying. I think at one point he does spot A getting dragged onto the dance floor, and he gives like a big smile and almost like almost like cheering him on in the middle of his dance for getting out there. And as he gets into the dance, that seeing everyone get in there just gets him to enjoy it more, and is getting more into the dance he's doing. Might even end up offering his hand to a partner to do almost like a duos dance with everything in time with the music as well. I think that's how things would progress for him.
Okay, very nice. As you're doing that and you're getting into this, you're sort of like, people are just sort of like, you're all becoming like one almost. It's, it's this sort of like cool. Professor Cranus has joined your little group. And he's like, well done, Cranus, well done. I love this. And he's like, gets it. And he is like pretty badass at this. I mean, he is really like, he's like taking your moves and he's like making them bigger and like more in detail and more in depth, and just sort of like just like creating this whole
Did the
little thing.
professor just call Carrick Crinus?
Yes, Carrick is what he meant to say. He's been drinking a little bit, amongst other things, which is not frowned upon here. Everyone, just so you all know.
Yeah, no, Kadek is enjoying every moment of this. He doesn't care who's involved as long as they're all enjoying himself. It's interesting because when he gets back into being almost conscious of those around him, he's enjoying himself and enjoying what he's doing, but he's also making sure that those around him are also enjoying it, and it's almost that kind of trading energy back and forth. So, so it doesn't matter who it is or what they look like. He is just enjoying the hell out of it. And that's the funny thing. Kadek has yet to have anything tonight.
Yeah, I know.
This is just him. It's just Kadek.
Would you stop? Come on. All right. So Professor Cranus is joining your little group. He's joined it all up, and eventually, once he knows that you're right where you need to be, he literally does like a cartwheel out of your group, and rolls out of the group.
Gives him a cheer for that. he gets like his arms around a couple of the other people, is like pointing at it, is like cheering him on.
And he just sort of like rolling around the dance floor, and he's just like, it's like literally like this glowing circle that's just rolling around from group to group, eventually coming to A and his lovely date. And he's like, hey, hello there. As he's like dancing next to you, he's like, and your partner's very much like, oh, hey. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen you, Professor. I know. You picked a good one here. And he's like, excuse me. And he rolls away. He just rolls away.
Unintentional wingman.
As soon as Cranus go like, addressed A, you see A just like stiffen up, like just was not expecting him to come up. He was hoping to try to avoid Cranus as much as possible.
While the professor is rolling around, at any point, if he comes near Gath, he will
Oh, yeah.
actually do like a spiraling backflip over the professor while he's doing all the spinning and
Oh,
tries
yeah,
to
he'll
nail
love
the
that.
landing.
Oh yeah, he'll come by you. He'll literally he's going to come to each of you. So he's coming to you. Ooh. So you do this really cool move, and it's not perfect. You know, it needs a little work, but it's still
I
impressive.
botched the landing.
Everyone is still impressed with it. They're like, "Ooh, wow, that was so cool." Even the professor stops and goes, "Well done, Gav. Well done. It needs a little work, but not bad." And then he just rolls away. He rolls all the way over. No, go ahead.
As a way of recovering from the fall, if any of you have watched wrestling at all in the last 20 years, he does a spinneroonie to get back up on his feet.
Okay. I love it. Love it. And that's when the professor will go, "Well done. Well done. Needs a little work, but good job." And he'll roll away. And this time he'll roll over to Katerina. And he'll be like, "Katerina, why are you over here by yourself?"
I like the music.
Yes, I understand. So do I. But you do know the object of the assignment is to socialize.
Okay.
Go, girl, let your hair down and go out on the dance floor. Here, take a couple of these. And he hands you two of these, the little glow vials.
Okay.
Now, go socialize.
So she's gonna take him very literally and literally take her hair down. Because he's like, okay.
That's great.
And
So
she's gonna like kind of weave my way through the crowd, like, excuse me, hello.
So where do you go on the dance floor? Do you go
I'm going right to the middle. I'm like, okay, I'm here.
Okay. The middle is where Carrick is.
Okay.
So, I mean, you're going to be right next to him is what I'm telling you.
Okay.
So as you see Carrick and he's doing his thing and people have gathered around him and kind of created almost like this sphere around him. What looks like with all of the glow going around, it's almost, like concentric circles sort of just spinning.
And she's sort of standing next to him doing this with her glow stick, like, okay.
Very fair. Okay. All right. So Elena is at the bar trying to figure out how to make drinks into cloth. And Professor Cranus will wheel up next to her and be like, "Elena, why are you just sitting here? You should be having a good time with your friends. Look." And he indicates to all of your people doing cool things.
Oh, I'm definitely glad they're having fun. I just saw these glow sticks and they looked so interesting. And imagine if these actually went on a fabric and they glowed so that people could actually see them at night.
Fascinating. If you go out on the dance floor and you dance and shake them, you'll see new colors.
Elena is seriously. Elena is going to be exactly like the child that Professor Cranus is talking to her like. And she is going to jump off and go to the dance floor.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Will she know what she's doing? No.
Okay.
So now I've got glow sticks and a drink, and I need to
Yep.
get rid of the drink. So she's just going to down the drink so she can get
Okay.
rid of the glass.
Okay. And it is It was just a fizzy soda type thing.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Luck of the roll.
Yay.
Okay, and then a waitress will zip by and she'll take your empty glass and go away. So Elena's going to the dance floor. Where do you go on the dance floor?
So there's a crowd around Kerek. She's going to be like in that crowd.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like she
Okay.
already knows that she's not good at dancing, so she's not going to be like in the center of the dance floor dancing. She
Okay,
knows
that's
better.
Okay. So yeah, so okay, you join this group that's kind of around Kerek, and when you get in there, when you enter the sphere, that sort of energy sphere that they've created, you begin to see cool patterns of color that you have never seen before.
Welcome to the inner sphere.
Yeah, the circling of the lights and the different colors that the vials are creating, they are creating these amazing like patterns and colors, just sort of like in this sort of sphere. So you're seeing things that you've never seen, colors that you've never seen before, patterns you've never seen before.
Never
Alana
even imagined.
Alana is going to pull from her dimension pocket a small notebook and just start writing out all the colors and patterns that she sees. And she is looking furiously at everything. She's like looking down, looking up, looking down, looking to the right.
Okay.
And she is doing
Just
whatever
note-
she can to write down
taking notes.
everything. Yep.
I love that. So while you're in there sort of writing your notes and taking, I mean, you're just trying to take it all in. This one person kind of comes up to you and it's like, hey, loosen up. Here, try this. And hands you a longer vial. Looks just like the smaller ones that you've been using, but it's like 3 times as long. It's like, here, take this. You'll love this.
Alana being the dummy that she is. Fabric, she's a genius. People know. She proceeds to drink.
Okay. And he goes and he drinks the other one that he has. He drinks with you. When you drink this, your mind opens up. It's just like, wow. Like you're completely cognizant of who you are and where you are and what's going on around you. But it's like your mind has been opened to the fabric color universe. It's sort of like whatever this was, it sort of pulls on that thing that is most important to you and enhances it. So you, as the colors begin to swirl around you from Kerek's sort of getting this group kind of going, you are transported into this like ethereal world where you're seeing different cuts of cloth and these cool colors and patterns. And I mean, it's like you can touch them, like you can feel them, as you can run your hands through the cloth. It's just this like, it's like probably her like dream, literally. It's like,
I mean, that's a possibility.
I think somebody slipped her some ecstasy. No.
yeah, yes, her pupils are rather dilated. So yeah, she is just like standing there, like with her book in her hand and her pencil in the other, and just like staring into the universe.
And I'm gonna be like, are you okay?
Are you gonna step into the sphere? Because
Yeah,
she's inside
I've
the
been
sphere.
Okay.
Oh, you went into
Yeah.
I thought you were on the outside of it.
No, I just went right to the middle. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do what they
Oh,
tell
okay.
me.
Okay.
But are
cool.
you okay?
There's so many colors.
Yeah. I mean, you can see them; they are real to you. I mean, your mind is creating these incredible combinations, and even colors that you have never even really seen in real life. Your mind is just going.
Yes, Mad Hatter. That is probably
And-
exactly
and
what
absolutely.
Alana's going through.
Exactly. What does yellow smell like? So yeah,
Lemon
you are just
stuff.
like whoosh, you can hear her talking to you, and you're able to talk right back. So it's like I said, the cognizance is there. So you hear her say that? What is Katerina doing?
I'm just looking at her, kind of confused, and then she seems to be okay. I mean, so I'll just keep looking around at everybody, like nodding my head to the music, like, oh God. You know?
So as you're like standing there, and this little guy comes up to you and says, "Hey there, you should try one of these." And he hands you one of the things that he gave Elena. It's like it'll get you there.
Okay.
Okay.
And she will drink it.
And he'll drink one with you, and he's like, "Woo!" And then he just sort of like disappears into the light, just sort of like. And yeah, your mind just opens up to the possibility. Your possibilities are endless. It's all about doing the right thing and meeting all of these people that would like praise you for what you do, and award. You're like there getting awards and medals and all of this, like this wonderful people appraising you, that sort of thing. And your people are there, like you're just like, oh, look at all of my people.
How tall is this space?
Like the club?
Yeah.
The club is like 5 stories tall. It's open straight up.
Oh,
With
she's
just these
gonna
sort
fly.
of these things.
She is gonna fly.
Okay.
And
So
circle.
up she goes. Okay. So she describe what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go all the way up to the top and then like spiral down, just circling and swooping down at people and then back up.
Okay.
I mean, this is her joy, so.
Right. All right, cool. So yeah, she's up there flying and spiraling and all that. And when you go and you fly up there and you're doing this sort of like, look at me, I'm a free spirit, I'm flying. You become aware that you're not the only one up there. There are other people flying around up there.
My people I've never met. Oh,
So
that's good.
you see-
They'll be all excited now.
Yeah, so you'll see others flying around up in the same, almost the exact same, doing exactly what you're doing, almost identical.
Hello. Like literally, she is so excited. Hello.
And they as they're flitting and flying, they'll say hello back. Hello, 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 hello. You'll hear multiple hellos.
Like it's an echo, 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 echo.
I've never met anyone like me before. This is amazing.
Welcome to the party, as they're floating, flying. They're just. So while you're up there flying, let's go back to A and his date. So at this point, Talana is sort of we've gone away from the sort of like, you know, this type of dancing to more close dancing. Like she's more like on you now. And I mean, I'm, you know, she's touching you at this point.
Yeah.
And she's just like, so how long are you here for? As she's sort of like dancing on you and around you. Like almost like she's using you like a pole. Basically.
We would call that porn star dancing.
God damn, now I want to listen to Nickelback because of that. Or not Nickelback, that's the wrong band. That was now I gotta look that band up. Anyway, I'll do that later. Thanks for that, Slayer. Oh, I would say A doesn't really know how to answer because he's just like going like, what is happening right now? Because he's never had anyone give him this much attention before. He's like, I don't know.
She goes, ooh. She stops in front of you, and she looks right at you, and she goes, "You have such beautiful eyes."
Thank you.
And she's like, "Ooh, are they heat sensitive?"
Normally.
And as you're standing there, you notice that you can start to see her heat. Hers is the only one you can see. Like you look around and you don't see any other heat signatures other than hers.
Yeah. I'm just completely confused at this point. Like A is there's going like what?
And she's like, "So do you see me?" As she stands back from you and she's sort of seductively dancing in front of you. And you can like see her heat signature, like
it's gonna be like one of those mindless, like jaw slightly agape, just
and you can see heat, like heat.
Thank you, Goose. My darkest days. Repeat that, Will, though. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, you can see it's like heat. Do you see my eyes? Heat.
And like I said, A is just like you said, just, even if the question, like she already saw the answer from him nodding, he's just still doing the whole like mindless.
This is the tactical nuke.
So she comes back to you and she like sort of envelops you in her arms, and she reaches up and she whispers seductively into your ear. Would you like to go somewhere less noisy? And it's like whispered, and it's like it hits your ear and it tingles.
I would say like A's have like one of those anime nosebleed moments probably right now. Like he doesn't even say anything. He's just still like kind of like, what's happening?
He doesn't say anything.
I get this is new for him.
I love it.
Smile and nod. Just smile and nod.
That's what he's doing. It's still that mindless, just
Well,
like
drooling.
Since we were talking about I doubt he's drooling. It's like we were talking about when we were talking Batman earlier, like the mindless nod everyone gave Poison Ivy whenever she used the pheromone. It's like that kind of mindless nod.
Okay, fair enough. So she's like, she takes that as a positive. And she takes your hand and leads you off the dance floor to a set of stairs that go up.
Does anyone see me leave?
I don't
wondering
think
if
so.
I do, because I'm wondering if I do. If I notice anything with anybody, really.
You can do an intelligence check for me and see.
Cool.
Anybody else can do that as well. A 3?
3, yeah.
What are we doing? Sorry,
Intelligence check to see if you see Kalana take A off the dance floor.
All
I
right.
can't change my role category.
Weird.
My scroll down's not working. It just blinks.
Well, they were both 3s anyway, so that works. Even with advantage, I
Guess
got
it
the
would
same one.
be. I guess it would be a 4 + 1. That's a 3, I believe.
Oh. Gath sees it happen for sure. Elena and Carrick, you see him sort of moving off the dance floor, but you don't see where he goes. Gath for sure sees where he goes. Oh, Katrina does not.
Okay.
She sort of sees him and then she doesn't see him anymore. And it's like, okay,
Yeah, well, as Hatter put there, 2 of them are high as a kite right now.
true. So,
Can't
Gath, you
fly
do
while
see,
impaired.
you do, yeah, no, hitting walls. So, Gath, you do see Kalana take A off the dance floor and up through a set of stairs.
Out of nowhere, Gath starting cheering Aid on. He's like, yeah, hey, get some.
That's not why I asked if anyone saw, but okay.
Love that. Okay.
The
So she
whole
takes you
point
upstairs.
was to get Professor Kranis's attention to notice.
Professor Cranus noticed. He doesn't do anything. He notices.
But he's probably like, that's my boy.
That's the ultimate in socialization. So, all right. So everyone's sort of like doing their thing, having a good time. And Katerina, you're sort of like up there and you're flying around with your other folks. And they begin to start dropping like flies. And I don't mean like falling. I'm just like swooping down and landing and going like into their own little groups.
Okay. Oh, damn. I guess I'll come down too then.
Okay. Where do you come down to? Like where you were, or
maybe in a different area.
okay. Okay.
But I'm still
So-
happy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, so Katic, how's your night progressing?
So, after a while of dancing, Katic is definitely getting to that point of, oh, all right, need to take a quick break. And
Hydrate.
around this time is gonna go ahead and walk over to the bar to get himself some water.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Yes, exactly. Hydrate.
Okay. When you leave the sphere continues to go. Like your momentum has just sort of created this sort of constant just energy, ball of energy.
As he's walking away, he's kind of looking back and it's just proud to see that. It's like basically proud of his work as he walks to go grab some water.
Okay. So you walk up to the bar. The lady behind the bar is like, "What can I get you, sweetie?"
Oh, just some water, please. I think I may have danced a little bit too hard there.
Sure thing. She turns and goes to get you some water. And as you're sitting there, she brings the water to you.
Mm-hmm.
And Falsian water is like amazingly good. It's just like you drink it and all you want is more of it. It's just like, oh my God. So as you're drinking your water, Professor Cranus will come up next to you. And he'd be like, Carrick, I see. Wonderful, wonderful. Well done. I see you'll be a master at socializing.
You know, you put me in the right environment. I haven't felt this much energy since being back home.
And he looks at you. And he goes, all right, I'm going to give you an extra credit assignment.
Okay.
I want you to get the rest of your party into a rave dance.
Ooh.
Let's see how you are with socializing the unsociable.
All right. What the and I'm looking around for everyone and I'm like, well, there's Katarina's looks like she's swooping down.
She comes
Alana
down.
is taking notes. Okay. Gath. Oh, Gath. Gath looks like he knows what he's doing. And then A is A.
Oh, A is indisposed at the moment.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yes. He's socializing his brains out right now.
He's kind of gets a little bit taken back by the choice of words.
Well, assuming it has brains.
I was like, well, that's gonna make this assignment a little bit harder, but you know,
Harder, sometimes better.
Good night, everybody.
We'll be here all week.
Kadak is gonna just give a look to the professor and just be like, just that kind of like look of really now. But he's gonna go, all right, well, you know, when he comes back, let me know and I'll get the ball rolling on this. I still need a bit of a break from that. That was whew.
Very well. And he's like, all right. And he hops off his little stool there and just sort of like does his little cartwheel away.
Kadak is gonna look back and just be like, just like, I think you would do well back at my village. Yeah. As he asks for another water by this point.
And she'll bring you another one, of course.
Cool.
Okay. So, A, you and Kalana. So she takes you upstairs into like a quiet room. Where there's like a sort of like a plush sofa type thing is in there, and like a table with drinks where you could have drinks. It's like basically like a social room that's just quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sitting there, and she goes, "Oh, I'm so tired. All that dancing took it all out of me." And she sort of like, sits on this sort of sofa, and she's like, "Here, come sit next to me." And she pats the sofa next to her.
So I'm gonna like hesitantly go over and sit down because I'm still wondering, like, okay, what the hell's happening?
And she goes, so tell me about yourself.
that there's not really much to say.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that makes me sad. You have nothing like no like your history. You have no history. What we all have like stuff. Like I come from a single parent household. My mother died when I was young. My father raised me. I work for the government. I mean, I know that sounds more impressive than it is. I actually just work for like a ticket booth on the subway system. Um, and she starts telling you all about herself.
Yeah, I mean, A's gonna sit there and listen. Is he still trying to? He's still clueless as to why this is happening.
And she's like, "So tell me about you." And she pats you on your thigh. She like touches your thigh.
Yeah, no. When her hand hits the, it's gonna be the whole like immediate like tense up, like you see in anime sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And she'll sense that too.
Oh, the 40-year-old virgin response.
If any of you out there have watched Has Been Hotel, I'm just envisioning A at Sir Pentious right now.
I love and hate that, Chris.
That's funny.
Yeah,
No, that was Kalana giving that, not the professor.
But I'll say it's like I mean, I grew up on the streets. There's not really much else.
Like, do you have parents or?
I mean, haven't really seen them in. What would we say the average age range was everyone in the academy again? Like just for our cohort specifically.
Everyone's pretty young. Probably around the late teens, like 19, 20.
Yeah.
Into like maybe 26, 27.
Okay. Yeah, because I knew we wouldn't be like old, like we wouldn't be like really to the adult years yet.
Yeah, no.
So I was like, haven't really seen them in 10, maybe
Depends on your
more.
definition of old.
Like 10 years, maybe.
Well, I mean, what do you do for fun back in Stormhaven?
Storm Han.
Han,
Not
sorry.
Haven.
It was really loud in the club. I'm sorry.
Mostly, I just did science experiments and/or got into fights.
Science? You like science? I like science.
I mean, being here is kind of a given, knowing Foss's technology.
So you're one of
with science.
So you're one of Professor Cranis' students.
I mean, for the night, he's kind of just teaching this lesson, I guess.
Professor Cranis is great. He's like a good professor to be like friends with. He really, believe it or not, he like has a lot of pull at the academy.
Hearing that you're like A's going to show like a bit of a like he's going to loosen up again a bit and show like a face of disbelief just because of how Cranston's act. He's not believing that,
and I think he likes you.
Okay. Like again, he's still clueless to what's going on here.
Oh, she's like, I'm just trying to get to know you. You seem interesting. You're handsome. You're tall. She's like, I'm just,
You're my type of client.
Sorry, I heard what Slayer said there. That killed me. Oh, it's like if you say so.
I do, and I'm known for being pretty good taste. So there you go.
It's like It's like, well, what's this room for, by the way? Like, why do they have this?
Oh, and as you're sitting there talking, other people will start to come in and just sort of like chill. It's like a quiet zone when you're like when
Like
you get
overstimulated or
overly stimulated, people can come here and just sort of chill.
Yeah, and again, A's still just standing there awkwardly because he has no idea what. Like, he's not knowing why this is happening.
And she puts her hand on your thigh there, and she says, I get that you are confused, maybe. And she says,
That's an understatement.
and she just says, I like you. like you.
Hearing that, he's still a little slow on the outtake, but after I would say like 3 seconds, depending on how she's looking at him.
Oh, she's looking at you like.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's when he'll have the whole light bulb of, oh,
there it is.
And he's going like, but hold on, you just met me like 5 minutes ago. He doesn't even know how much time has passed because of that drink, I'm assuming. Like, even though it didn't alter anything, like in his head, he's like,
oh yeah, no.
And it's like, and again, he's just kind of like, he's going to start like rambling at this point.
And she just sits there and listens to you like ramble on.
Because he's literally like, and he's rambling about the whole like, but we literally just hold on, what? Why? Is there nothing? And like, it's like that kind of rambling. It's like, it's not even coherent sentences.
Right. I got you. And then she'll put her finger up to your lips like, shh. And she says, I told you I'm really good at like judging character. And I think we vibe. I think we kind of vibe. Goose.
Yeah, this whole episode is making me have to like still having had mod you up. Because I've had to approve so many different phrases. I'm so glad
my
I mod
goodness.
you up.
So funny. So funny.
Oh yeah, no, Hatter. At this point, it's definitely the whole me lucky dum dum for her, just the way A's acting.
I mean, so
She's
far,
like,
Goose,
I like
he's been hit by the
Steven.
baseball bat of flirting, the 2x4, the shotgun to the face,
I
and a
love
tactical nuke.
I love the eye. She's like, I like.
And at this
stupid.
point, she's going
Now
for
it's a
the
railgun.
no Superman
my
punch.
jaw hurts. Oh, my jaw hurts.
How do you think I feel smiling and laughing the whole time? Because I'm having to like portray that this is probably how I would be if someone actually did this to me too.
That's fair. I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
Oh no, you're
I mean,
good.
don't
You're
get me
good.
wrong. I'm probably the same way, but it's like, if this were any more blatant, a blind man could see it.
Oh yeah, no, but yeah. Oh no, see, that's the part. If this happened to someone I know, I would be able to tell them immediately. I just can't recognize it myself.
Hey, it's just like, what's happening right now?
Pretty much. And I would probably say, like, when she puts her finger up against his lips, he immediately just like again tenses up. He's like, okay, what's happening now?
Oh god, she's touching me. She's touching me.
I would say like that kind of reaction, but still.
I know. She's very much like, she's like totally into you. I mean, it's like, she really is, and it seems legitimate. Not like she's trying to play you or anything.
Yeah. And he's trying to relax, but it just ain't happening right now.
So, all right. So I'm going to leave you alone with Kalana upstairs. We go back down, and Kedrick, you've had how many glasses of water now?
I would say like 2 or 3.
Okay.
So he's about ready to get back out on the dance
On the
floor.
All right. And you can see Alana and Katarina out there on the floor, and you see Gath, of course, doing his cool, sticks, glow sticks on the ends of ropes, twirling and doing cool stuff. He's got a big crowd around him as well. God bless America. So, all right. So, Kedek, you're ready to go back out?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna go over and check in on Alana and Katarina. Since by now I know them as the least social. So
Yes.
I want to I before I get back into dancing and getting back into my own little world, I wanna go up to them and just check in and see how they're doing. So I'll walk up to them and it's simply like, hey, y'all having fun?
I was fine. I met my people.
Oh, that's awesome! I think I saw you up there. You look like you were having a great time.
Yeah.
That's so cool. How about you, Alana?
Kotick, there were so many colors. I had to write them all down. I mean, could you imagine if all of these colors and the fabric would be made to glow? Like, these would all be amazing.
That would be really, oh my god. And Kadak is now thinking of the outfits to do, like dance outfits that could be created. How much fun he would have with that. Like, ooh, we may need to talk later. I might have a couple ideas.
Just imagine if there's dark lights.
Ooh. But he's also gonna go, but hey, listen, I know I know you're enjoying taking the notes and these ideas, but maybe put the book down and just enjoy looking at the colors and not having to take it down and just the wonder it brings. Did you want to see if you could try to make those same colors?
Well, yeah, that's the whole reason I'm writing them down, so that maybe I could work out deals when I get back to Hempstead with the other dye shops.
Yes. But I'm more saying, like, right now, like, to see the colors yourselves and maybe be able to take that back to, maybe replicate them at all and see how not only to be able to create this yourself. Here. And I'm going to give you 2 glow sticks to hold in your hands. And I'm gonna all right, so just follow my hand movements and watch what happens. And I'm going to just slowly start doing some hand movements so that as she starts, if hopefully she starts mimicking me, you start seeing the streaks of color again and seeing what you've been making.
Okay, and Lana's gonna copy.
And so after a while, my movements start getting further, like a little faster. And I look over to Katarina. I was like, come on, you can give it a try too.
Oh my God, I understand. Dancing is like flying.
Yes, exactly.
Yes! It's like you can fly on the ground. Oh my God.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. here, join in with us. Like just mimic what I'm doing and watch what happens. Feel how you feel. And I'm going to just continue doing my movements, showing them what to do, and slowly working my way up to full movements to the point that we're all dancing. And hopefully
I'm like all in now. Like, oh my God.
and if I get a chance to catch Gas' attention, I'm gonna try and like beckon him over to join us as well.
Get starts making his way, dancing along the way. He will start shortening up the length of the string so that way he can be closer to people.
Awesome. And so yeah, now we're like in almost like a square. I would say we would be like in almost like a square at this moment, doing these movements to making this pattern in the making these kind of patterns in the sky as we dance.
You can almost feel the breeze. You know?
As a matter of fact, now that we're close together, he will stop momentarily, grab the 2 glow sticks in his shoes, and then we'll tie the glow sticks to the other glow sticks where they're kind of like nunchucks. And then starts moving them around like he's doing a nunchaku maneuvering, but still avoiding hidden people.
Okay.
And just in general, Carrick, while doing this, is keeping an eye out for A. And for the record, in Kedek's mind, he's not doing this for the extra credit. He's just enjoying and wants to share it with his friends.
Okay. Cool.
It's like if Bruce Lee were at a rave with glowing nunchucks, this is basically what you're getting with Gath.
So everybody roll dexterity for me, except for A. He doesn't need to because he's busy.
No, I think he might have to roll dexterity for that.
So 3 for Kedrick.
I'm adding 2 to this because it still won't let me.
Why won't it
4.
let you do?
I can't do my drop down for some reason. It just blinks at me. Well, wait a minute. I don't know what happened. Nope. I don't know. So it's actually a 4. There's some weird glitch.
Why is there a 12?
Oh, I wonder if I could type it in. Wait a minute. That's what I had to do. Wait a minute. Yes, I can type it in. Challenge. Okay. That's better. 8. I figured out how I can make it work.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Sorry. Yeah, let's see. Kedrick a 3. Alana 11. Gath a 3. Katarina 8. Okay. So Alana and Katarina are really kind of picking it up pretty easily. Kedrick, I'm sorry, I didn't need you to roll one, but I meant just the
okay.
folks that were joining in. It seems that everybody, for the most part, is picking up your groove and is kind of like really kind of getting into it. Even Gath has a little bit of problems at the beginning of, but then he eventually does kind of pick it up, and everyone is sort of like starting to sync with you, and it's really sort of becoming this harmonious thing out on the dance floor.
And Kadak is just enjoying this. It's just this joy of not only sharing this with his friends, but also just being able to teach this. He's just enjoying it for himself too. And of course, while doing this, he is also trying to keep an eye out for A, so he can get A in here and have him join in.
Okay. Speaking of A,
No.
let's go ahead.
Just
What was that?
realized something.
Uh-huh.
I think I know why I'm struggling here, Carrot. I haven't had a drink yet.
I haven't drank either. I've only had water, so but yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, you've been dancing this a lot too. You might want to hydrate as well.
Yeah, I'll
That's
go
true.
do that.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the bar and get you a drink?
Yep. A water and something strong.
Okay. The waitress behind the counter will give you a glass of water and give you the same thing that A got, which is that sort of ding. It shows this sort of galaxy almost inside of it.
It will drink the water and then down the drink.
Okay. So when you down the drink, you really start to loosen up. It doesn't, like I said, you have complete you're cognizant of everything around you, what's going on, who you are. I mean, none of that changes. And yeah, but you just feel a little more open to and relaxed. So, all right. So back to A. So A and Kalana, you guys are, people have been coming and going in the room. And she's sitting there and she's just talking to you. And it's very like almost like high school crush type things. I mean, this is really sort of, I mean, it's not that it's ridiculous or childlike. It's just, she's met someone who she thinks is extremely interesting and attractive, and she's sort of latched onto you, sort of, so to speak. So then it's just the two of you alone in the room for a few minutes, just for a few minutes. As she's just like, so tell me something exciting about yourself.
I mean, I got arrested, which is why I'm here.
Ooh, you got arrested? You've been like in trouble with the law?
I guess.
Ooh,
Wow,
a bad boy.
What did you do?
I was just doing a experiment.
Really? What was your experiment?
It was just some old tech trying to revamp, and apparently Stormhunt and Fossa didn't like that. Because they were both there to arrest me.
Ooh, really? So did you did time? Like you went to prison?
No, it was either come here or go to prison, so might as well be one and the same.
Oh, being here is not so bad. I mean,
You met a girl.
it's like, you've met me. Can't be all bad. Or can I?
That statement just broke it. That statement broke his brain. Like he's just like he's starting to ramble again.
Error.
Oh,
So,
A.exe has stopped working. Please restart.
Well, no, I saw you put in chat. The journey was worse than the destination.
oh God, that's funny. All right, so she's like starting to come on a little stronger now. Like she's not mincing words anymore. She's very much like,
If she
I
came
like
on any
you.
stronger, she'd be peeling paint.
Exactly.
She's One Punch Man coming on to you.
Yeah. It is very obvious to you, even in your awkward state,
Yeah.
that this girl is literally trying to like pick you up.
And he does not know what to do here on this part because again, like this never happened back home. Halftime, he was avoided.
Oh, so she now that she knows you're a bad boy, she's all over you now. Yeah,
Now
I
I have
see.
Bob Marley going through my head.
I mean, considering the thermal vision earlier.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Lisa. That's okay.
Yeah,
She'll be back.
I think their network is what's overall
Yeah.
messing with it because I've been noticing they're camera free. So I think it's their network is what's
Okay.
acting up, not
Cool.
Foundry or this. God damn, I lost my train of thought.
You're good.
I blame Goose.
She's very much like we were saying. She's coming on strong.
Yeah, and like I said, A just does not know how to respond. Like he is going like just what do we do now? I guess
At this point, she crawls into your lap and like sits in your lap and kind of like puts her arms like around your neck.
A wise
Yeah.
crab once said, "You want to kiss the girl."
Oh no, with I'm trying to remember, I think I said he was a shade of Ray with black hair. That's what it was. Yeah. So if a Jin could blush, he'd be redder than he normally is.
Well, maybe they blush a different color.
Maybe, who knows?
They might blush green.
Yeah.
He's definitely sweating. He's definitely sweating bullets at least.
Okay. She is just like she's like holding on to you. She's like sitting in your lap. She's pressed against you.
Quick, pick up the bullets. We can use the ammunition for later.
You know. So and then she's like, do you think I'm attractive?
And again, he's stammering and just nodding.
She's like, I think you're extremely attractive.
Hearing that kind of snaps him out of the like he's still awkward, but he kind of just like goes like again, if you say, because he just does not agree.
She looks
Again,
at she looks
halftime, he was just overlooked when he was in Stormhawk.
there. And she looks straight at you and she goes, do you want to kiss me?
Again, EXE file broke.
So she she goes, well, I want to kiss you. Can I kiss you?
And he's just again, poison ivy, pheromone, just nodding because he does not know what to do or say.
Okay. So she like pulls herself up to you and kisses you basically. Just a little lip to lip. Nothing extreme.
Yeah.
And then as they're sort of lip locked, someone steps into the room and says, Kalana. And she goes, oh, Daddy.
And with that, if a Jin could go pale, he's gone pale in the face.
And he comes into the room along with like a lot of people are with him. Sort of like in like standard like they almost uniform, not military uniform, but like uniform look,
like private security type.
Yeah, sort of things. And he says, take her, and they grab her off of you, and she goes, no, Dad, no, no, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. And he goes, Kalana, I will deal with you when I get home.
Hearing her say that, A's going to go, I don't even know what is being thought as.
What's happening right now? So he then says, take her away. And they take her away. And then he closes the door.
Oh,
There's still other people in here, though, right?
Oh, no. It's just the two of you now.
Fuck. Well, Aiden, up to die. Nice knowing y'all.
Time to go introduce us to B.
And he sort of paces in front of you. And every once in a while he stops and he looks at you. And you can see that he's extremely pissed.
I bet.
And he stops and he kind of puts his fingers up like this.
Oh, no.
And he says, he looks at you and he goes, "What's your name, boy?"
A.
Stormheim, huh?
Yes.
Here, prison. Why did you choose to come here?
It seemed like a better option based on what I've heard.
And how do you my daughter?
She came up to me while I was getting a drink. And the bullets are probably the size of 50 cows that he's swaying now, by the way. Like they went from being like 45s to 50s.
Okay. So I'm going to pause on you and we're going to go back downstairs. So everybody roll me intelligence rolls, please. Let me see if you guys see the commotion going on. Nope.
Kadek is back in his own little world now.
Yeah. Alana. Okay. I just need Gaff and Katarina. Are we still having problems with our rollers?
Lisa looks frozen again.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there goes one. A 4. Okay. Okay.
Hell yeah, Lisa.
That's fine. All right. So I'm assuming that.
That's an 11 from Katarina because that was 2 exploding.
Yeah. So we're just waiting on gas.
So while we're waiting on that, everyone else has. You guys see this girl being.
Oh,
you
you're
good.
AFK. Roll intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You're fine. Roll intelligence for me. So while we're waiting on that, all of you, for the most part, all of you could see this girl being escorted out by a large group of like similarly dressed gentlemen, and there was a couple of women in there too, but they are like escorting her out quickly. And you all can tell that she doesn't necessarily she doesn't want to go. She just like she hates the fact that she has to go. Okay, yeah, you're all still good. Y'all all notice it, and that they came from upstairs.
I'm gonna fly up there.
Oh, you can't get to it by flying. It's like
okay.
it's enclosed. It's an actual like
Gotcha.
room. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was the woman who was flirting with Aid.
Yeah, that's odd.
A lot of people. We should check on
Very
him.
boring suits.
We should
they're-
check on him.
Yeah, they're leaving without a.
Leave it to Alana. Very boring suits.
Why don't we?
Check on him.
Yeah.
Now my camera's gone again. God dang it.
Yeah, gonna lead everyone through the crowd and towards the stairs.
Okay. So all of you are heading to the stairs. Okay. So you guys head to the stairs. You get to the stairs. As you go up the stairs, you will see that there's a door at the top of the stairs. Outside of that door are two rather large gentlemen, but look like guarding the doorway. So, Kadek, you're the first one up.
Oh, hi. I think our friend might be there. We just wanted to check on him, make sure he's okay.
This room is occupied. Turn around and head back downstairs.
Well, yeah, I know it's occupied by my friend, and I just want to check in on him. But it was weird to see him not come back for a while, so just want to make sure he's okay.
He's fine. So turn around and head back down, please.
Who are you taking your orders from? Let's go back to military fashion.
That is none of your concern.
I think it is our concern.
I think that you are a foreigner and do not belong in this city. I think it is none of your concern.
Okay, that pissed her off.
So while
Tell me I don't
I
belong.
let Catalina handle this, I'm gonna lean back to Alana and Gath and just go, "Can y'all get the professor? I think we got a problem."
I
Or
was
one of y'all.
just about to go do that, actually.
Yes, please.
I'm a guest
Well,
I'm
in
gonna
your
go-
city. I'm a guest in your city and a member of the academy, and I have just as much right to be here and check on my friend, and you have no right to keep me out.
And he like opens his coat, pulls out a badge, and he says, "This gives me every right. It also gives me every right to remove you from this city to where you can never return." And he puts his badge back in.
What is our friend being held for?
He's not being held. He's being
Then why can't we see him?
consulted with.
Without member of the school president. Yeah, I'm gonna go get Professor Karanis.
Okay. Okay. So Gath goes to get the professor. Okay. So he's gone. So now it's just
Yep.
the three of you left.
Sir, we really don't mean to be rude, but our friend is in there and we're really worried about him. can we at least see him and see if he's okay? I know that you said he's okay, but you are a stranger, and, don't always trust strangers.
Okay. Let's pause and go inside the room real quick. So, you're standing there, and this man is not necessarily, he's not a big man by any means,
Yeah.
but he is a very intense gentleman. And he's sort of scary, actually. I mean, just how calm he is.
Are we getting like Liam Neeson level calm and taken?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Yep, I'm dead.
And he goes, let me introduce myself to you so you understand the level of shit you are in. And then he begins to tell you that he is... Sorry, let me pull up my thing here so I get the name right. He tells you that you are speaking to Chief Commander Varnick, who is basically he is a direct advisor to the Mikado. He basically controls the entire military. He's a bigwig. He's probably like the second most powerful person in Fossa.
Whoops.
And he's just like, and I'd like to I wanted you to know who I was, so you know whose daughter you were just finagling with.
Finagling? Oh, there's I didn't do anything. And he's rambling because he just did not know what to say because he literally wasn't really doing anything.
I could literally just send you back right now. And maybe prison would be a better place for you. And not just any prison. Perhaps a few months at... let's see. And he starts to think about the worst place he could send you.
Yet now these 50 caliber sweat bullets are now 20 millimeter sweat bullets.
And he says basically,
Hi, Gigi.
he would send you to Breckenfan. Breckenfan prison is very well known in Stormheim. It is like maximum security. I mean, it's like death row, basically. If it had to have a weight on it, it'd be like death row. Like, not a place you want to be. Like, at all. And he says, just for what I saw, I could send you there like that.
And
then
A still... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was like, A still kind of become more coherent. It's like, literally, I did not start anything. She came to me. I have no idea what I was doing the whole time. It's like, literally, I was just going along. I don't know.
So now he's just like, he looks at you and he goes, are you calling my daughter a whore?
No.
Are you saying that she's loose and she just saw you there and decided she's like, you know what? I'm going to sleep with this guy. Are you saying that's what my daughter is doing?
No, there was no mention of that at all. There was no mention of that. I was just talking. She wanted to know more about me. That was it. I swear to God. Like, he is completely like the cool bravado he had, like with that sergeant on the boat, is completely gone.
Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna go back outside. So
I'm pissed.
So, Gath, you go down into the club and try to find Professor Cranus, but you cannot find Professor Cranus. You cannot find him anywhere. No one knows where he's at. No one saw him. They can't figure out where they saw him last. Or they'll tell you, oh, I saw him here. I saw him there. I saw him here. I saw him there. But everywhere you go, you can't find him.
All right. I'm gonna try to find a good vantage point where I'm like a little above the crowd.
Oh yeah, you could go up. Yeah, you could go up to one of the upper stages.
And I'll try scanning the area from there.
Okay. You can do an intelligence check for me.
Fortunately, that was the last thing I rolled.
Great. So as you go up and you look, you don't see him. You don't see him anywhere. Like he's he's vanished, like just poof, gone. What do you do?
I don't see him, I assume.
No, you don't see him at all. Yeah, you don't see him anywhere. You see not a sign of him.
At this point, as an act of desperation, I yell out, "Ale is not socializing."
You get no response from Professor Cranus.
I swear to God, if Professor Cranus is all socializing.
He's in the room next door.
What you doing, Gath?
If there's other rooms, I
There
hate
are
to be the
there are
guy.
other rooms.
I'm gonna try the other rooms.
Okay, so we'll let you're off exploring. All right, let's go back to our three outside the door. So,
all right, I'm
Oh,
mad.
oh.
So I'm going to tell him,
Oh.
look, I understand the law, and I have the utmost respect for the law, and I have the utmost respect for your law. But I also have a duty not to leave one of my team members behind. So I'm going in that room to check on him. And if you have to stop me, you can. But I'm going in. I will try and open the door.
oh my God. Okay.
I'm mad.
Okay, so we are going to do. We're going to do it. You need to basically. You're going to do an attack roll, and he's going to defend.
Oh God.
And this will be just hand to hand, like just basic hand.
So that would be dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. So that will be level 2. God dang! I wish this would roll down and let me get to level 2. Okay. Wait a minute. Dexterity attack.
Okay. So, and I know it says Professor Mercutio, but that's not actually him. So you go to open the door. He tries to stop you. You're able to get past him, and you grab the knob. Then the other guy does an attack against you, defend against his.
With strength or dex?
Dexterity, defend with dexterity.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So as you get the knob, as the first guy misses you, the other guy, he literally grabs you and like holds you like this and begins to walk you downstairs. And he's walking you down. He literally has you up in the air with both of his hands. And he's walking you down these stairs to the bottom. And there's a group of men down there. And there's a man and a woman down there. And he goes, arrest her.
Oh shit.
Tomorrow morning, put her back on a boat home. And they take you and they restrain you. and he walks back up the stairs. So, Kedrick and Alana, you see this happen. Now, Alana, you were trying to politely talk to this guy to try and get him to
I really was.
and then of course Katerina just let her. She lost her cool and kind of screwed that up. So, what do you two do now? So now there's only one dude there right now. The other, he's still down at the bottom, working his way back up. But
Alana's just going to yell, "Hey, are you okay in
A,
I was like, can I even hear through the door considering the berating I'm getting right now?
probably not. You
Yeah,
can
it's
probably hear something, but you can't hear exactly what it is.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it could be the music playing, essentially.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
will let you roll an intelligence roll though,
Okay.
just to see if you recognize it as a voice.
Wrong sheet. There it is. You said intelligence?
Yeah.
That is a
Nope.
1.
Nope. You can't
Nope.
distinguish it from.
I am scared
yeah.
shitless.
Yep. And you get no response, Elena. But the guy is sort of like, wow, that was loud.
I am really sorry to do that, but, well, like I said, I really do need to make sure he's okay. He's part of our cohort, in the academy. And we were really only here for a socialization class. I honestly didn't see him. I saw him walk off. I never saw who he walked off with, although I did see him flirting with this lady. Although it wasn't really him flirting, it was more her flirting. I don't think he really caught that she was flirting.
Okay.
Kadek is gonna just put his hand on Alana's shoulder and is like, just be like, "You're
What?
doing
I'm serious. He did not notice that she was flirting, and she was obvious. Even I could tell.
It's like, oh, he's that bad at it. Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, roll me a charisma roll. Let's see if you can convince him.
I was going to say for a split second until you said more so her flirting. You were about to throw me under the bus for something I didn't actually do.
Let's do a challenge. We'll do a charisma challenge. Oh, nice. Oh, look at there. All right, so he's like, okay. He's like, oh, he looks at you and he kind of like, under his breath, sort of says, yeah, she's kind of like that. We get these calls all the time. I don't know why he doesn't just send her off to school or something. But I can't let you in.
Wait, who send her off to school?
Her father.
Dad send Kalana off to school.
So her father is now talking to our friend.
Correct.
I give Alana a quick look of, oh fuck. I don't even need to know the power this man has, but it is that look of, oh, he gonna get his ass beat. And he's like, do you know how is the nicest way to put this? How safe is our friend right now in there? And like, now that we know the situation,
Well, I mean,
like 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, how are we going to see him again?
I mean, he's the chief. He's in there with Chief Commander Varnick. He's not in danger. Well, I mean, I say he's not in danger. I mean, it's not like he's not in physical danger.
I sure.
So what do y'all do? Do you try to convince him to let you guys in, or like, well, I mean, do you want to try to force your way in again? Do you it's like, how do y'all want to handle it?
Well, we're definitely not going to try and force our way in.
We saw how that turned out.
Yeah.
I'm so the academy is well known.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So I'm gonna try to convince them and give the story of listen.
Do you think I could just go in as a witness and help clear up the story?
Yeah, we were brought here as we said on an assignment from keep forgetting
Professor
his name.
Kranis with the academy.
Yeah, and it was around socialization and knowing he's not
He's
the
not
most
socially well.
Yeah, he's not the most inept at socializing. So
Not the brightest
in
bulb
fact,
in
I
the
don't-
box.
He is an idiot, but he's our idiot.
yeah, like so I don't know if he really understood the situation he got himself into, and like, and I think he was only trying to do like I don't like we said, I don't even think he knew that there was flirting going on. He's a nice guy, so maybe we can help clear it up and just show that this was well, not trying to get with her was part of the academy, but like trying to talk to new people, and it was all part of this class, and wasn't actually trying to make a move. I doubt he was actually, to be honest with you.
I saw the whole thing. He was not moving.
He's a sweaty gin, let me tell you.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, he was kind of still as a statue.
Okay. Then roll me those charisma checks, and I'll roll a challenge against.
Okay.
-7.
You're making a better case than me, Alana.
Oh, you're both making a better case. So the guy's
Sweet.
like,
It's
wow.
because I'm trying to sound cute.
And he kind of looks at you after listening to your stories. He goes, wow, that's kind of sad.
It is.
He's really that bad? I mean, is he really that bad?
Yeah.
Personally, I know he used to have a lab. That's what he told me, and I don't think he got out of it very much.
He's a scientist. You know how.
Oh.
Nerd.
So
Again,
probably what's really happening is he's
So-
trying to tell the truth, but he's just not conveying it properly.
Oof. Well, then maybe
So-
you guys should. What was it?
I was gonna say he's probably digging himself in a bigger hole, and yeah.
All right. Wait right here.
Thank you.
I love how y'all try to save me as y'all just roasting me.
It really is.
I
Great.
mean, are you
Like,
going
that's
to
the whole
complain?
open fire.
Hey, Alana, everything we just said, do not tell A we said it. It's
Too late.
between you and me.
I suppose.
And
Is
the
this
guy
a
that's
don't
gonna
tell
kill
dad
that.
moment?
Yes. We don't want to hurt his feelings.
Hurt his feelings. I'm being sent home.
You're not even here right now, so you don't.
I know.
Hey,
I
I
we're
was
gonna
doing-
need to get the same-
I was doing my thing. He was about to respond to me doing my thing, and then you decided to lose your temper. Okay?
We may need to do the same for Katarina later, so this is good practice. Good job.
We may have to do the same thing for Katarina later. Oh God. All right. So So he goes into the doorway. So Gath, you've gone through room after room after room, and you still cannot find Professor Cranus. But when you come down back out into the main room, you do see Katerina being confined, sort of like by two opposing figures over at the bar.
I'll look towards say, Katerina, what'd you get yourself into? Professor Caranus is not going to be happy.
Well, I was trying to help our friend.
Did you lose your temper?
What? What was that?
Did you lose your temper?
I didn't attack anybody. I just tried to open the door. They're the ones who told me that I was a foreigner and didn't belong here.
Well, to most people, especially authority figures like this, they technically have the right to say that.
You know what? I've dealt with authority figures my whole life. And you weren't there.
You're right, I wasn't. But we also represent the academy as students.
I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
And if you believe that, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you.
She doesn't think she did. I mean,
Absolutely.
she responded the way she's been raised and trained, you know.
Absolutely. Okay. So back upstairs, we're back to A and the chief commander. So the chief commander is sitting there talking to you about sending you to prison and finding the worst absolute prison that he could send you to. One of the guards comes in and he whispers something into the chief commander's ear. And he says, he shoos him away. And he says, so, apparently, there are some people outside that wish to help you in some way. I don't know what they're trying to do. But I guess at this point, you could use all the help you could get. He's like, send him in. And the guard comes out and he goes, you may come in. The chief commander will see you now.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And I apologize for other teammates' rough way of doing things. We'll make sure to talk to her later too about it.
If she's still here. All right. And then he goes and closes the door behind her and he stays outside. All right. So you walk in and you see A sitting on the couch, sweating like, mortar
Artillery
shells.
shells.
Yeah. You see this sort of figure standing there. Very severe, a little intimidating. And yeah, so he goes, so the two of you can vouch for this.
Oh, yeah, he's our classmate, and we're here for a socialization class. And, well, I was actually a witness to it. that lady was flirting with Ed. Although I don't think he understood. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little rough for him to understand certain social signals. He is a scientist after all. I don't think he got out that much. And well, if I may, sir, personally, I don't think he would notice anything about flirting at all. He's not very good with understanding that. It was kind of embarrassing to watch.
Am I able to hear that out of curiosity?
Probably, considering you're like 10 feet away from them.
Well, I didn't know how hushed Alana was trying to make it sound.
I mean,
so
are you
there's-
trying to? Were you whispering it, or were you like hush talking it?
I was honestly trying to whisper it to him because,
Okay.
Karik told me not to let Abe know what I said.
That's why I was asking too, is because of that a little bit.
Okay. That's fine. We can do a roll for it if you want. We can do a let's do a luck roll.
Oh yes. I'm cool with that because I got a D6 for that.
Okay, a 3. All right, and let's and you can do a challenge on that, Alana.
With luck.
Yeah, roll luck, and then he's challenging you.
Nope.
Nope, you didn't hear it.
I'm basically gonna explain, sir. A lot of our classmates in our cohort have really never been in a social situation like this, with this many people, and a lot of people are still learning how to even navigate that space. I'm sure A is included within that, but I hope that we can help, keep an eye on him, make sure he does a much closer eye on him for next time, make sure he doesn't make any further mistakes, maybe some additional lessons in social cues to ensure he doesn't make such a mistake like this again.
Roll me a charisma for that.
Two.
He's like, I want to believe you. I really do. But you know what I need? You know what I really need? I need for him, and he points right at A, to convince me that I shouldn't send his ass to prison. For cohorting with my daughter.
And I'm sure he can make a very good case. And I look at I look at A, and I just go, can do this. Breathe. And I'm trying to basically either just through my facial expressions or mouthing, try to keep him calm, keep him level-headed, and just almost coach him through this non-verbally as he attempts to do this.
Oh, level-headedness went right out the window as soon as the deck came.
Yeah, I'm trying to just be like, you'll be okay. You got this. You'll be fine.
What about Elena? What's Elena doing? When you hear Varric say, I want him to convince me.
Sir, if I'm being completely honest, and this one I'm going to say out loud, he's really not good at socialization. Like, I'm pretty sure he's going to fail the socialization class because he really doesn't know how to say things properly. So I'm fairly certain part of this whole mess is because he's been conveying what he wants to say in a way that didn't exactly make anybody happy.
Hearing that, as much as It's like, how? I was going to point going like, yeah, that.
Like I said, he doesn't get out much, so he doesn't talk to people very often, so he doesn't exactly know the best ways of convincing people.
He's social illiterate.
Look at me trying to have faith in A.
I know, right? You got this, man. You got this.
That faith may very well be misconstrued in this case.
More like misguided.
Yeah, tomato.
I mean, let's be honest. If he'd actually had any form of social literacy, he would have known that your daughter was flirting and probably would have mentioned that he wasn't interested. After all, we're only here for a class. We're only here to learn to talk to people.
I'm very curious if while Alana's flat out saying that his daughter was flirting with A, if I can notice any specific changes on the father's face to show that he is not happy with hearing that. I have a feeling he is getting angrier, and I need to get Alana to shut up and not make this worse.
You can do a survival roll for me.
Okay, survival. No, 5. That's a surge.
Yep. So you can see that he's not necessarily getting angrier, but he's getting more like, oh, really? Oh, really?
Alana, I think we've explained enough.
Yeah, Game Master Dad, he did that earlier. He was like, "What? Are you calling my daughter a whore?" Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that ship sailed. And I'll say, just because of how fun this is getting, for those watching, there is a poll about will I get the fuck out of this?
So okay, so he's waiting for you to persuade him to not send you to prison. Why he should just walk away from this.
Oh, well, hold on. What? I think I'm going to reference one person, and I can't remember what the fuck I named them, if I named them anything. Okay, we'll make sure I found the name there. So when A starts off, this Rambling's going like, I mean, it's just she said, and thinking back on when Riku was like, just mouthing, breathe, and all that. Just you see A just take a very deep breath and go, "Sir, everything I've said is not what I meant to say. I had no idea what the hell was happening. And he's going to turn to a lot of and Karen go, y'all repeat this part. This ain't going to go. I'm an idiot. But I was sitting here for a reason. Because supposedly Inspector Durton Cloudrider thought I would be good here.
Okay. And
I mean, I look at my combat scores. At least did well there. It's just put me in the lab and I'm good. People, not so much. I'm a cocky, arrogant bastard, but I am not good with people.
all right, roll charisma.
Kind of goes to Alana and goes, I wouldn't have used those specific words to describe him, but I see what he's getting at.
I mean, he couldn't be less descriptive.
No, fair.
Okay, so what did you roll, a 3?
Yeah, the 3.
Okay, that's not horrible. So that's great. That's fantastic. So he's sort of like, you can see that he's kind of, he might be second guessing. Maybe he's rethinking his assessment of you, but he needs more. He needs something. He needs that one thing that will be like, yes. Whatever could that be?
You see, Carrick is about to break. Carrick is gonna.
Sorry.
Carrick is about to break out into song with. It starts with sorry. Fuck! I really am the Charlie of the group. Shit.
Mhm.
Well, you could be the Jaskier.
That's not much better. Oh, you're a traitor. Anyway.
Good. So we're going to pause there. We're going to go back downstairs real quick so you can think about it. So let's go back down to Gath and Katerina. So, Katerina, what are you doing? Are you doing anything?
Nope, just waiting for whatever's going to happen.
Oh, okay. So you've accepted your fate.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Gath, what are you doing?
I'll look to the people in charge. Like, if I could find Professor Karanis, I'm pretty sure he would be able to handle the entire situation. But unfortunately, I can't find him. It's almost like he left, which is weird because he's supposed to be our teacher.
Okay. Gath, roll charisma for me.
I will do as soon as I.
Let's see if you can get to him at all.
What?
Okay, so as you're sort of talking to them, and they're sort of like listening to you, they're like, "Oh, really? Your professor, your professor is not." Oh, well, we lost him. He'll be back. Then we'll get back to you. So let's go back upstairs. All right, so A,
Yep.
what you got?
So when they hear like, I need some more, A's like his mind is just scrambling to think of what would not get him sent to, the Green Mile essentially. And he's gonna. I don't know what that beep was.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, sorry, it's just that pinging noise, whatever it was getting me there. He's gonna think it's like, I hate that I'm gonna say this, but if I don't, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Like, I want to. Let's make a wager.
Sorry, I got disconnected.
You're okay. We'll get back. We'll get right back to you.
If I do well enough to not get kicked out of the cohort, and I'm not talking about just barely passing, I'm talking like at least exception. I'm not talking about top of class either, just because where I've started already. But if I show that I have the merit to make it, you let me be. And if you want, we can add the caveat if I don't see Kalana again. That way you don't have to worry about seeing me again.
Okay. Let's do a charisma.
Why do I feel like it's going to bite me in the ass?
Because it will.
Because it did.
Me and my
He's
big
like,
fucking mouth.
he's like, so a wager. First of all, I don't have any investment in you, so why should I care about what happens to you?
Alana is going to lean over to Aid and say, Aid, I know you're really going to hate this advice, but maybe you should apologize for the misunderstanding. After all, this was only a misunderstanding.
I've been trying
Right.
to say that. I've been trying to tell him that. Oh. Out of curiosity, with where we are right now, would he be able to access the files of like the students? Well,
Wait, what? Say that again.
so what I want to ask is going to lead into what I might say is he able to access like student files, like why they were chosen for the academy or sent if it was a sent case?
Yeah.
Well, I meant from where he is right now. Like, does he have
Oh,
anything?
no.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna be like, hey, look what I was arrested for, and think
Well,
about
no,
the
he would.
potential there.
He knows who you are.
Oh, okay.
He knows who
he.
he actually knows who all of you are.
Okay.
He has files on all of the students in the academy.
Well, I know, but I didn't know if he actually like knew my case in particular. Is what I was trying to get at.
Oh yeah, he knows. Yeah,
Maybe that's why he's so pissed then too.
he knows.
On
He knows
top
who
of the
you
rest.
are. Yeah, he knows who you are.
All right. So at this point, we're like, look, I don't say this often because I just don't know how to convey it half time, and hopefully this is the right way to say it. But I'm sorry, like what you came across is not what was meant to happen. I had no clue what was happening, but because again, A's not going to realize if he knows. Like, if you have a way, look at what I was sent here for. You say you have no investment. Think about what I can bring to the table with considering what I was working on. Without, saying out loud so the others don't know what it was.
Wait, clarify that for me one more time.
Yeah, so essentially he's saying, like, A is actually just outright saying sorry, even though he doesn't know if that's the correct way to apologize in this case. But he's also saying, like, when it was, what was the name again? Varric? I want to start saying it right. Varnick. I was close.
Chief Commander.
Yeah, well, I know the chief commander part, but Varnick.
Okay.
So, like, when Varnick was saying, like, I have no investment in you, I'm like, if you're able to, look at my file, look at what I was sent here for, think of the potential there that I bring to the table.
Okay.
Especially considering how advanced what I was working on is.
Okay. Roll me a charisma.
Mother!
You're getting better.
It's not a what?
He's like, okay. He says, Okay, he's gonna go. Okay, so he calls in his guards. They come back in, and he says, "Where's the rest of his cohort?" And one of them goes, "Well, one's downstairs being held for deportment. The other one, I think, is down there with her." And he's like, "Bring them up here, please." He goes, "Yes, sir." And they go down the stairs. And they come to where Katarina's being held and Gath is there. And he basically says, follow me, please. Chief Commander Varnick wants to see both of you. And he turns and goes up the stairs.
What?
He goes up the stairs, and the two with Katerina are escorting her up because she has no choice. So
Yeah, they hear a massive gulp that has that oh shit tone to it when they mention the Chief Commander Varnick. And I go, oh fuck. And then he follows like, oh boy.
okay. So up you guys go. You're escorted into the room where you see Chief Commander Varnick standing there, sitting on the sofa. You see Carrick and Alana on either side of him, and they usher you in. And he's like, and you are Katerina, I believe, and you are Gath Alfredi.
And she has that straight military standing at attention. Yes, sir.
At that point, Gath also snaps into attention.
So, what can you tell me about your friend here? As he points to A.
Oh no.
To be bluntly honest, sir, he's got the social acumen of a rock.
Okay.
I don't know how he got himself in this situation to cross the path of basically the highest ranking member of the FASA military in such short amount of time.
Okay.
With the way he interacts with people, you would think he was raised in a lab with no access to other people to interact with.
I mean, seriously, you should have seen our improv class. It was kind of painful.
Yeah, he was only involved in that for like 30 seconds.
And then he ran away.
May I speak?
Mm-hmm. He indicates to you.
I think I have demonstrated my lack of social skills, which I take full responsibility for. I think his are probably worse than mine.
I think you guys should be about even.
I was gonna say real quick, as you guys are all essentially just roasting his ass, like he really wants to say something, but he knows that you guys are trying to help. And he's like, nope, just.
Oh,
Alana is
Gath
full
isn't
on
trying to help, he's
side
just
eyeing
being
him like,
bluntly
shut
honest.
up and be humble.
Kadek is also looking at A and just like, sorry, we're trying to get you out of here.
Oh,
Okay.
got inspiration from Game Master Dad. Who are you giving it to? How would inspiration work for this, by the way?
It's for your next roll.
Yeah, how would inspiration work for this? Will we just add one to whatever the roll is?
Yep.
Okay.
One surge die, yes.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'm cool with inspiration being like that.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So
after all, he
A,
can't even hold his own in a fight with the if his life depended on it.
now he's sort of just looking at you with like pity. And almost a sense of sadness. And he's just like, I don't think I've ever met anyone as pathetic as you.
A is holding his mouth shut as best he can.
So here's the deal. You keep your nose clean while you're here. And I'll be watching. Or you'll find yourself on the rough end of a prison cell. Do we have a deal?
A just nods because again he's like he is trying not to open his mouth to make it. He does not want to make things worse.
A.exe stops working for a totally different reason.
Oh no, it's working because he is 100% knowing what he's doing. He's like, yeah, let me not make this worse. So like,
As for the rest of you, he's very lucky to have friends like you. Right.
Even with how bad we roasted him, we're still good friends.
Yes, because you did what you did to save him. That's
Hey,
honorable.
Good friends are honest with each other. Doesn't
Fair.
matter if it hurts their feelings.
Appreciate it, sir. I think it's time we head back to the academy for tonight.
Except for there's a problem.
What's that?
Professor Karanis is nowhere to be found.
And Chief Commander Barnick says, I'm going to leave you here. And he looks at Katerina and he goes, you've got spunk. When you graduate, you might want to come find me. Maybe I have a job for you. And then he's
Yes, sir.
like, he tells the 2 guards that are on you to let you go and no charges will be filed.
Oh, thank God.
And he excuses himself and he tells you to have a good night and he leaves. As you're all
And I like-
sort of
I will like drop to my knees like, oh dear God.
yeah, no, like once he's out of the room and the door is shut, A is going to take the deepest breath he possibly can and just give out the biggest sigh of relief.
And Katak instead is just gonna look at A and just go, "Hey, A, you okay?"
Oh, he just gives y'all a side eye because of shit y'all said.
Physically.
Don't look at us like that. You're the one who can't even tell what flirting is.
I was going to be
I can
deported
tell.
for you.
Oh no, the side eyes are the ones who roasted him.
I was trying to be nice about it.
and Carrick was even concerned about your physical health.
Yeah. But also, dude, what the fuck?
Would you rather
What
be
happened?
roasted or in prison?
She came to me at the bar. I don't know, man.
But how did you end up like this?
I don't know. They said let's go somewhere quieter. We came here and we talked. That's it. I don't know. Kratos gave her the sign off saying what Kratos knew her. I don't know. That should have been the first red fucking flag.
Karanis.
Honestly, I can't tell who's worse right now. You who can't tell what flirting is, or Katerina who can't keep her temper in check.
I think A got her beat here because Katarina just got a job offer.
It's true.
Katarina did just get a
Well,
job
also-
offer for after graduation.
They would have just been sent home. I was possibly going to jail.
True.
Well,
True.
Okay, so
They were sending
we
me
now
home.
understand that
they
you're
might
the
as
worst,
well send
Dave.
me to jail.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Can we go home now?
Yeah, let's
I
go
think
home.
we socialized enough.
You know, as the social one of the group, I agree.
Yeah, and I would say too, like as we start moving, just the emotional toil, like the mental toil that's all had him. Y'all just see A just pass out,
Just
like he
flat
takes a step
out.
and just
Well,
So-
we would make sure to have the rest of the cohort with us.
So as you guys are heading towards the door flies open, and Professor Cranus walks in. He's like, "Hello, everybody. This is where you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
And I've been looking everywhere for you, Professor.
How did it go? Why are you all up here?"
Well,
So that lady that
Kel,
Aid was
Aod
so the lady
almost
that
went to
Aid was meeting
prison.
with.
Professor, maybe we should head back home first. I think everyone's a little tired, and we
The
can
chief
speak a little
commander
better
is a
on this-
lovely fellow, by the way. You know?
We can speak on this better
Chief
tomorrow
Commander
morning.
Varnig. He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, he almost
Katarina
Sent
almost
Aid
got
to
deported,
prison.
and then Aid almost got sent to prison.
But yet here you all are. How did that happen?
I
we
did not
kind of
help the
convinced
situation. I
we
will
kind
just
of
straight up
convinced the
honest.
chief commander to take pity on Aod for his inability to socialize. Because
Oh.
apparently
He
he was
offered me a
caught with Chief
job.
Commander Barnick's daughter.
That's networking.
Ah, Kalana is a very nice girl.
Yeah. Wait,
I did
Did
some
you
backdoor
know-
networking. You know?
Professor, did you know A was with Commander Varnick's daughter this entire time?
Of course I did.
Did you make the call?
No, he did not make the call.
I love how you said that right when Goose said it was a sting.
No.
That was
He goes,
perfect.
he goes,
timing.
so you're telling me you got out of your situation through your social skills.
Well, Lana and I got in there with our social skills. To at least help
Well
A.
Well done, then. Well done. And he starts clapping. It's like, he goes, well done, all of you. You did very well this evening.
Professor, was this all part of the test?
You'll all get your ranking points in the morning.
Yeah, A is still passed out on the floor, by the way. Just for the
Shall we
record.
pick up A and take him home?
Yes. Katarina, would you help me?
Yes.
I mean, both
Okay.
scoop A up by each arm to like drag him out of there.
And you guys are able to get him to the train and get him back to the dormitory without incident. You get back to the dormitory. Everyone's in the common room. And it's morning now. When you guys pull back up to the, up to the academy, it's like the sun is coming up. You've been out all night. And he goes, "Oh, well then, I guess I'll go ahead and give out your points." So the game begins to hand out points. And for the most part, everybody gets pretty high points this time around. He goes, Garrett gets 10, Kel gets 8, Alana gets 10, Katarina gets 8 because she got arrested. Gaff gets 8. So add those to your ranking points, everybody. Well done. Well done. And for your pay for this, for your reward, you get to take the whole next day off to sleep and
Thank
relax.
you.
Because next is exciting for you guys. Your next assignment, your next class this is where it gets exciting. It's magic.
Carrick's eyes open wide. In like you can see stars in his eyes.
Alana gives kind of a side eye because she knows magic is not very well accepted in Hempstead outside of the tourist areas.
A is still out cold.
Yeah, A is dead for a while.
So yes, magic will be so exciting. Let me introduce you to your professor for magic. And in walks this sort of tall, slender woman. Sort of dark hair, dark eyes. What you would expect like a witch to look like, basically. Except very attractive. And he goes, everybody, this is Professor Ferris. She'll be your arcane professor for the next session. And she says, good evening, all of you. I am Professor Ferris. I am your instructor for magic. You must rest this day, for tomorrow night we begin your lessons. And with that, she sort of flourishes and she's like gone. Like right before your eyes. And that's where we'll end the session tonight.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Ikarin. Oh, it should have been. It should have been Professor Ikarin Unwell. That would have been great. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We had a pleasure doing this for you. We're going to, here in a minute, we're going to go around, let everybody introduce themselves again, who they are, who they played, what's something they learned from tonight's session. Before we get to that, Nightbot has been dropping it through the session all night, but we are doing a giveaway of these awesome victory dice. You can drop the word, as it said during the whole thing, if you drop the word victory in the chat, we enter you into the drawing. Here probably in the next few weeks, we will gather all those names and we will draw a name here on stream. And that way, if you have put your name in, you might want to come join us. But then we'll pick a name. We'll be giving away 2 of these, one for here at Windriders and one over at Origins. So come and check out Origins and you can put your name in to win another set. All right, so let's go around real quick. Let everybody know who you are, who you play, and what's something you learned from tonight's session. Let's start with Wormslayer tonight.
Hi, everybody. I'm Old Wormslayer. I've had the pleasure of playing Gareth Alfredi, the rather vicious member of the cohort so far. I've learned that sometimes even AO needs a little bit of help to get out of an awkward situation. But at the same time, keeping your cool goes a long way. But losing your cool also can potentially get you a job.
That's funny. All right. Speaking of, let's go to Riku.
Oh yeah, so I'm Riku again. You can find me on social media as Pup Riku or Puppy Riku. You can also find me on Vibe Productions, playing in Gaia Chronicles, which is actually opposite Mondays of this. So maybe have both us and Orlea up at the same time, watch us both at the same time, and let the chaos ensue. It's a good time. And tonight I was playing Karik, your Panturi, who is apparently the den mom of the group at this point.
Totally.
And I think that's
the den asshole.
the den asshole. I think I learned you know, I don't think it's anything with the game or with characters. It's more like with the world and how things kind of manifest in this world. With like how the colors were being described and such like that, which is what is Kadek's infatuation with magic is, and as you're gonna see next time. So yeah, that's the big thing. Also, Kara can dance and teach people to dance.
Okay. All right. Lisa.
Hey, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on TikTok and Discord. I have the great joy of playing Katarina in this great game with this great maestro of chaos, who's amazing. You can find me every Monday night, Windriders and Origins opposite Mondays. Next Monday will be Origins on the 18th, and on the 25th we'll be back here with Windriders. Every other Friday night, I'm in Celtic Worm King Stargate campaign, which I believe will be this Friday, the 15th. I believe. I think she's going to have to process this because she did what she knew, but she also understands that maybe that wasn't the best way to handle this situation. So I think she's going to have to do some processing and soul searching and figure out what should I have done different. Although the job offer was awesome. I have spunk.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, she's going to have to think about the whole everything that happened and how she could have approached it different. So the fact that she's going through that process and thinking about it's a big step for her.
Okay, very cool. Crazy Gamer Lady.
Hey guys, I'm the Crazy Gamer Lady. You can find me on TikTok under Crazy Gamer Lady. You can also find me every other Saturday playing with Halfling Wizard in Unlicensed Magic War Crimes. I've played Alana, Verdant, the Wodel. Let's see. What has she learned? She's learned that it's okay to roast your friends when you have the best intentions at heart.
And probably there's more important things in life than colors.
The most
I don't know.
Bite your tongue.
The most important rule about roasting: you roast your friends. You tear down enemies.
Exactly.
Here you go. Love that. All right. And finally, Kel.
Hey guys, so again, I'm Kellen, also the Celtic Wyvern King. You can find me on Twitch and TikTok under the same. You can find me every Monday here on the Halfling Wizard channel, whether it's for Windriders of Aria like tonight or Alea Origins on the opposite weeks. Depending on which Friday it is, you can find me either on my own channel, like this Friday for our Stargate 5e campaign. Because last we left off, yeah, I can English. They finally got off planet after dealing with the alien version from Wendigo. Because, yeah. So we got to see how that goes for them now as they head back to base. And then on opposite Fridays, you can find me over on Dinner and a Game for Jazz Funeral, a Walking Dead actual play using the new Walking Dead TTRPG system. And if you want to play catch up for our Stargate campaign, you can find the episodes on my YouTube as well, in case Twitch wants to be stupid with VODs like it can be at times. And all those links are in my link tree.
Okay. All right. And of course, I am Will, Halfling Wizard, the Master of Chaos for this awesome group of folks. You can find me here on Monday nights with Windriders of Aria. On the opposite Mondays, you find me here with Origins, an Orlea story. And as you heard earlier, you can find me on ADH Adventures on Tuesdays, on Turning Point, and every other Saturday with Unlicensed Magic War Crimes. So make sure you hang around, and we're going to raid someone. So hang out and let us support another channel as we go out. But until next time, everybody, it's been wonderful. Keep rolling those dice. Be groovy. We love you all. Have
Tune
a
in
good
Monday.
night.
You can get Kel's bar drunk off of dragon's milk.
Yes, come do that.
No.
Thanks for joining us for this Vibe Tribe Halfling Wizard production. Make sure to come back again soon to see what happens next. Right here, where adventure comes to life.